I think it would have been really cool and interesting if JoJo's had kept the whole if you're being choked or you can't breathe, your stand power weakens thing that they introduced when with stands in the Jotaro versus Avdol fight at the start of part 3. It was a really cool way to kind of link together different powers in the JoJo universe, like link it back to Hamon. I understand that, Araki probably got rid of it because he's a really creative guy. He doesn't want to feel limited. He wants to try new stuff and new ideas, and it ended up working great for the series. Don't get it twisted without it, but I feel like sometimes stand battles, because they can be so individualized from stand to stand to stand, like battle, sometimes like without as much universal stuff between them, the strategies can feel a bit ass-pulley because they're so specific and they don't like transfer overall. And they're unpredictable, but sometimes a little bit of predictability helps in the sense that like your audience can get satisfaction from being able to find out the thing that was only slightly predictable. If that makes sense. Like if you're fighting like a new stand user, let's say, and you have no idea what's happening whatsoever for the entire fight, then it's like actually a bit less satisfying when the guy finds out a clever way to beat the dude than if it feels like there are rules that they can use in a smart, creative way, and maybe only 10% of people are going to be able to figure it out. It's going to be more satisfying for the 10% in that case than if literally nobody is following. And stands do have some of these rules, like, they have the whole long range stands versus short range stands and automatic stands that characters are frequently able to deduce. But even then, a lot of the times it can kind of feel like the rules get ignored a lot of the time or just pushed aside, or it kind of just feels like, oh yeah, like Araki's just telling us this. Like it doesn't really have that same core consistency, but if he kept this rule, it would be an interesting kind of way where it's like, oh, what if, for example, in part 6, during the heavy weather arc, Weather kind of like used his ability to make the air difficult to breathe, like make it too dense or something to limit Pucci's powers, or to weaken his own like like enforcing powers to slow it down on Anasui or something like it would open up a lot of interesting strategies, and then it wouldn't have to be used every single fight. But then if there were ways where people were strategizing, how can I stop the other person, specifically their breath, with my stand, it could be a lot of really cool shit, low key.